Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite podcast that helps you build a thriving business. And we are here every single morning with a quick 10 to 15-minute conversation on topics that help you with sales, marketing, building business systems. My name is Anna Angelova. I am a business coach and consultant and a co-host of this podcast, daily podcast. And I have Joris Minesvand here with me. Morning, Joris.
Good morning, Anna. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday.
Oh yeah, it's Monday. I forgot about it. And we are on the road, so it's actually a little bit of a like we're live on our Plandor channel today, and the other days we were able to record the episode.
Yeah.
So it's a bit erratic for these few days as we're traveling.
But consistent.
But we're showing up every single day.
We're there for you. Yeah.
And if you listened to the episode yesterday when we kicked off the week, we were discussing planning for your business, including planning exit strategy. And this is what we want to focus today, like thinking about your exit strategy. Like, what do you ultimately want to happen with the business at some point, right? And we discussed yesterday, we mentioned that
George the Grill King, yeah.
Yeah, the restaurant we wanted to go to, and it
Yeah.
turned out that it's permanently closed. So unfortunately, like in this case, the owner passed away and it closed. But an exit strategy doesn't mean like you work until you die.
Yeah.
Right? And it's good
Yes,
to
that's opposite, actually.
exactly. It's actually the exact opposite. And it's good to think about an exit strategy as you're starting your business. And even if you have been in business for a few years now, it's good to think about it. Like, where do you see your business going? And where, in a way, where do you see the end? How do you see
Yourself
the end?
only.
Yeah, yes,
At
exactly.
what point do you depart?
And here is the thing: you might not want to depart, and you might want to be involved in this, especially if you have some kind of a service business where you are the brand in a way.
Mm.
You might want to work as much as possible until you can, and then you close everything, right? This is a valid strategy when you think about it.
No, absolutely.
And a lot of solopreneurs go this way. Now, another strategy, of course, is building a business that at some point you want to sell. And especially, of course, like so many people out there, like who we all have the dream of building the next
Unicorn.
unicorn and
That
having an
makes
IPO
sense.
or selling it. Yeah. So this is another option, right? Building something that one of the big, the FANG the companies, they buy it, right? Like this is another option where you build something that a bigger player in the market might want to buy. And this doesn't apply only to, if you think about it, doesn't apply only to tech, like restaurants. When you think about restaurants and chains, they're big players that buy the small players. So it can apply to any other, like any kind of business where like we all have big players in all kinds of, like in all industries. And so this is another way, right? Like thinking about, okay, I actually want to sell the business. I want to develop into a place where I sell it. Or you might want to hand it off, right? Have someone continue running the business. And sometimes it happens with family businesses, right? A lot of times, like family businesses go from the first generation to the second. Or you might want to hand it off to someone even outside of the family. You still own the business, like the family still owns the business, but someone is running it. So
the key is, well, there are two things. One, it doesn't die off after you're done, whether you end or you walk away.
retire,
Yeah, and it's important, right? And then you don't want to get stuck in a business where if you walk away it will die, then you work there until you die.
Yeah.
So those are two important things. So when you start planning your business, planning your and we're doing that for some of our clients. When we start putting all the foundational work, we have the solopreneur or the owner or proprietor in mind that he or she may not want to be here in 5 years. So we build all the automated systems where, it's automated systems have two purposes. One is growth.
Yes.
They enable you to grow without having to work 24 hours a day. And the second one is eventually, if you think about it, and like you also said, some of us, we don't, for us, retirement doesn't mean we stop working,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
our brain will rot. Retirement means I work 20 hours a month,
Yeah.
5 hours a week, whatever, an hour a day, whatever your plan is, right? And it could be a combination of this. When I'm on the road, I work 1 hour a day. When I come back home, I work 20 hours a month, whatever it takes for you to that small, like if you are the face or the logo of the company, then yeah. So it's important to have that. It's multi-purpose. Disconnecting yourself from the team, from the day-to-day operations helps you with that.
Yeah, and that's why we today actually what we're encouraging you to do is to pause for a second and think about where do you see the business going? Because if you want to either sell at some point or have someone take over, then you really need to build the business, like the systems into the business, right? You really need to take action and create those systems, and ultimately the business becomes the product. The business is the product, right?
Yeah.
This is what you want to do. Now, if you see yourself working and then just closing the company, right? Like you are the company, like you are, let's say, an accountant or like a service provider, right? A lawyer or consultant, coach, right? Then you might say, you know what? I'll work as long as I want to work, and then when my portfolio, until my portfolio, investment portfolio is at certain level, for example, and then I close the business off. So it really makes a difference what you want to do. There's no right or wrong choice. And also it's all about how you want to live your life. And it's also like, thinking about this and saying, oh, this is the path I want to go on right now. It's not set in stone, right? Like a year or 2 years from now, you can change direction. Like you can be like, oh, wait a minute, the way the business is growing and the way things are going, I might actually have an opportunity to sell the business. Let me develop all the systems and put everything in place. So I sell the business. So
it's going to be harder later, but if you do it from the get-go, it's easier.
It's easier, definitely.
And
it's easier.
Even the growth itself, sometimes you don't even want to grow, and then having that automation and having those systems in place, they enable growth, and you're like, oh, wow. Because we all have this fear of, oh, what happens if I grow this, then I'm slave to my business for 100 hours a week. But then if you automate things, you see that actually as the company grows, your working hours are,
reducing.
shrink.
Yeah, when you do things the right way.
It's good to do it the right way in the beginning. Yeah, later on, it's never too late, but it's better to do it properly from the beginning.
Definitely, I completely agree. It's better to start from with the end in mind from the beginning. But if you are already in business and you haven't really thought about this, it's not late. It's not too late to think about this as you are listening to what we're saying today or to our conversation today. It's not too late. So I highly encourage you, and we highly encourage you actually, if you haven't given this a thought, think about it. How do you see your life going? And then based on this, what will happen to the business? Do you want to sell it? Do you want someone to take over? Would it be someone from your family? Would it be like someone else and your family owns the business, but someone else takes over as director, CEO, whatever the position is? Or do you see the business as something that at some point you just close it, like you just stop working and you close it? And I think these are the three main options, but then you can think about it, right? You can think about it and decide. And based on what you decide, of course, you take action. You start implementing the systems, the processes. Systems and processes are actually great, even if you want to close your business at some point and not have it, like not sell it and not have someone else running it. And think about it today. Sit down just for a second, right, or a few minutes. It doesn't take too long for you to think about it. And selling it doesn't mean like, oh, someone buys it for like whatever, millions or billions of dollars. Like, yeah, of course, millions. Everyone would like to be able to sell something for a few million at least, right? So thinking about like if you decide to sell it, like what would the price be? Like what's the minimum, right?
Yeah.
What's the minimum and the time horizon, right? Like, okay, I want to sell it in 5 years, for example. And this can be, as I said, like this actually defines your strategy, how you build the business. So take your time today and think about it.
If you have any questions, ask us, comment, and we're here to help.
Yeah. So and one of the reasons we talk about it is because like, there's so many amazing small businesses, and actually we highly encourage, if you have the option, like if this is something that you can do, to continue the business. Like it doesn't have to close once you stop working. You can build something that either a successor takes over, like whether it's your family or someone outside, or sell it. Like, these are great options where all these beautiful small businesses can continue existing, can continue providing value and being out there. And it's really easy, even if you think about selling the business, like you don't have to sell it to a big corporation. Like you can sell it to individuals who move forward and continue keeping it as a small, mid-sized business. And sometimes it's actually easier to take over an existing business with existing clients and existing marketing and everything, existing brand, than to start from the ground up. So yeah, no, I know we've talked quite a bit, and this is enough for one day.
Enjoy the rest of your
have a wonderful day, and
subscribe.
if you haven't yet, subscribe, like, share, comment. We're here for you, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with another episode to continue the conversation around business planning.
Have a good Monday, everyone.
Have a great
Bye.
Monday and a great rest of the week, actually.